All right. Yes. Welcome to another exciting session of Headstrong Cute Demon Stalker in the land of, in the sphere of Chapultepec. As with you as always, I'm Gabriel Hernandez from Watcher DM, and this is Alicia Yo, also from Watcher DM, and we are both also from Earth, planet you might be from.
Barely.
Yeah, not by choice, but that's how things go.
Mhm.
All right, so I guess we should probably maybe do a quick fill in for what happened last session. So yeah, take it away, Alicia. You want to tell us about your last session?
Uh, yeah, I landed in, what is it, Chapultepec?
Yep.
Chipotle? Um, and didn't crash land this time. D on like in Puppets of Beagle Mouse. So didn't I crash my ship?
I don't think so. He did. He crashed his
Uh
ship.
oh, Beagle Mouse's ship was crashed. That's what it was. I was like, am I really that bad? Um, yeah, and rolled into town and met the feathered folk. Um Yeah, what else did I get up to? There seemed to be they're very eager to worship religious figures. So there was some kind of outdoor sermon being conducted at a temple. So I checked that out and then booked it into the jungle to go look for I inquired about there being a wizard about, and they were like, "Oh, wizard." And I was like, "Oh, tell me about the wizard." Um, Omakala, so I went looking for him. And yeah, managed to not get eaten by tigers in the jungle. Um, but I saw a feathered folk disguise themselves as a pig, and I was like, "Oh, look, a pig! I'm gonna pet it and hang out with it." And meanwhile, it was robbing me. And I
Poor
decided to
pig.
sleep outdoors with the pig because why not? And then I woke up and I was like, "Did it rob me?" And Gabriel was like, "Yeah, it robbed you." So I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna chase down this pig." So yeah, I went to go shake him down and he recognized me and took off. There was a brief tussle. I hit him with some arrows and shook him down for my money, but ultimately decided not to kill him and called a truce with some worm jerky and I made a new friend, Toodles, the night pig. uh yeah, and went and ran into some feathered folk on the way back to town. And they'd already kind of heard about me, and they were like, I don't know if these people claiming to be gods or representing God, but they seem to think I'm pretty special. So they whisked me away to their house and fed me and gave me a disguise. Um, and I worked on a farm for a little bit. Uh, and I milked some giant worms and added that to my skills. um, in exchange for some birdseed provisions. And yeah, hustled out to go see this fucking wizard, Omagala. And just kind of marched straight up into his tower, like ain't no thing. And proceeded to almost die. Uh, I did nearly perish. But Toodles came to the rescue and uh knocked Omakala and themselves into a portal and disappeared um, while I lay dying. But because a bunch of these feathered folk were under the influence of Omakala, the enchantment ended and they came to their senses and they provided aid to my crippled body. But I gained some new badass scars. I have a pattern of scars from Omakala's Thunderbolt spell. Um, And yeah, the feathered folk are quite pleased with my arrival in their town and the events that have followed. So I am hailed as a hero or a god. You decide.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think they know the difference, right? They're just like, oh, like what? You worship both of them, right?
You act godly.
Yeah.
May you be a god.
All right, cool. So yeah, last we left you off, you had returned home or returned to Kaka, the feathered folk town,
All right.
after escaping Omakala's tower, and lost some feathered folk to tigers on the way home. Been attacked. They sacrificed themselves so that you and the other feathered folk could get away. But yeah, you returned home and or returned to the town, and yeah, you stay with I think Little was the farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, farmer woman's name. So yeah, you stay with her and her cousin Twee on their farm, and you rested the night. I think you are fully recovered in both hit points and or in both stamina and luck. So yeah, you begin your adventure anew. At this point, I think, yeah. So you are on your fourth day, and we're just going to go ahead and start you off at noon on your fourth day.
Okay. Um. So there was some discussion about Chi Chi, the I don't know what you'd call him, priest or whatever, the temple, the guy, their religious figure, um, not being who he says he is or whatever. There's been some doubt cast. And did
Yeah.
you say that there was talk of some things going on east of town?
I'm sorry.
Was it east of town?
Yes, there was. Yeah, so you received a note saying that there
Mm-hmm.
was proof that Chi Chi was not who they said they were, and that proof was to the east of town,
Okay.
by the mountains.
All right. Um, so yeah, I'll head southeast.
Okay. You travel southeast. No encounters. You march into the forest, and it is uneventful though beautiful.
South is my ship, right?
Yes. Yeah, your barge is down south.
Okay. Um, but I want to check on Dan. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, I'll go southeast again.
Okay. All right. Yeah, another hour into the jungle, and nothing disturbs you. In fact, it's kind of eerily quiet out here.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna go northeast.
Okay. And yeah, so you come upon a wrecked ship. Get the info for it here. It's number 3 here. So yeah, yeah, you find it's not really crashed. It's just very poorly parked.
Okay.
But yes, it is a golden barge in the shape of a saucer. So more like a canticle
Okay.
or
Um, I'm gonna try to roll under my second sight. See if there's any
so.
magic about.
So you just tell me what you want to do. Like, oh, I want to use my second sight to see magic, and then I'll tell you if you roll under a roll versus something like that.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you want to use second sight? Go ahead and yeah, roll under.
Okay. I failed.
Yep. So yeah, you are unable to activate your second sight in this area.
Can I go in the ship?
You can certainly try. It is not open.
Okay.
So, but you're able to find what looks like the door.
Okay. I'm try open it.
Okay. Ooh. What did I roll? A 6.
What do I need to do?
Yeah, sorry. I was getting something going up. So, you remember the troll you had seen wiping in the jungle, like over on the tubers a while back?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So he shows up and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Trying to get into my ship? Get the hell out of here!" And yeah, he's got
A
a.
troll can fit in this ship. It's huge.
I mean, it's not a small ship.
Okay.
But also the troll's not that big. It's
Okay.
big. It's not that big.
Oh, sorry. It looked like it crashed. I was just checking to see if everyone was okay.
It didn't crash. That's just how I park. Go
Oh,
mind
my
your
mistake.
go mind your own business. Damn right, it's your mistake.
Um,
Now shoo! And he shoos you with his weapon. He's got a
all
spear, and
right.
he's like,
Yeah, I don't feel like fighting a troll right now, so I'm gonna head southeast.
okay. You wander to the southeast, just into the mountains. And yeah, let me. So I'm gonna say it takes you 2 hours to travel through mountains because it's
Okay.
climbing and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's 5 p.m. And you do not encounter anything bizarre in the mountains. But I can tell you the mountains like rock the rock itself is basically chalk.
Okay.
Like that's what the stone is. It's chalk.
All right. Um, yeah, I don't know. Can I just check out, look around, like investigate?
Um,
Is there anything to see?
yeah. Well, so from here you can see a little bit farther, I guess, around. So let me increase your visibility for a moment. You get a nice vista from this height. Can you see on the map stuff that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then also you can see to the east there appears to be in this spot. There looks
Uh-huh.
like there's a giant like helmet laying in the ground. And otherwise, this is jungle. This is jungle. Most of this stuff looks like jungle over here.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'll go check out the helmet.
So
Is
this
it
is
also in the mountains?
this is you Pac-Manning. No, you climb down the mountains towards it.
Okay.
So as you can see, you have zipped to the other side of the.
Yeah, you said it was a sphere, so
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Cool. So yes, you find a giant helmet. So 19. And yes. So yeah, it's just a giant helmet, and inside of it is a giant skull. And by giant I mean like large building giant, like small Walmart giant.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like the jaw is like set on the ground and makes what could easily be mistaken for like a fortification or kind of castle wall. And then the skull is kind of tipped off of that and like kind of hanging over it, so it's just this kind of giant cave opening. into its mouth. And then, yeah, the helmet itself kind of creates this cover over it with long strands of hair. They're still attached to the skull, kind of creating this like viney look of the inside there. And yeah, it's extremely dark and foreboding, and honestly a little terrifying. I've never seen anything this big before.
Okay. Can I like look inside?
Yeah.
Um,
So inside of what? So there you can go in around the back side of the skull, like in between the skull and the helmet, if you'd like. Or
yeah,
you
like
can,
where
sorry,
no, go ahead.
or you can like try climbing into the jaw, or you can try finding around the back how to get inside this. If you wanted to get inside the skull, basically.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a ground level way to get in. I do have a lantern,
Okay,
so if it's dark,
it
I could
is.
light it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I do that?
You
Is
just
that I could just do that?
yeah, you just do that. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You
using my lantern to see.
cool. You fire up your lantern and begin creeping pensively into the kind of hairy, viney darkness of the crevasse where the helm and the skull are separated. And you travel back in that direction for a couple of minutes before kind of breaking past the edge of the jaw, like the back edge of the jaw, where it has kind of
Okay.
disjoined from the hinge that would connect it to the skull, and there's a gap
Mhm.
there that allows you to kind of go under the skull and inside the jaw if you wanted to, and you do hear noises in there.
Okay. Um, kind of noises.
They sound somewhat familiar. Kind of chattery. They don't sound like feathered folk, but they sound like talkative creatures.
Okay. What were those things? Drax or something?
Drocks? Yeah.
The Drocks, the ones that were like made of weird shit.
Yep.
Is that what sounds familiar?
Yes, they do sound like Drocks.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Those things were annoying.
Sorry.
Um, well, they hurt me a lot.
Yeah. Well, those were hungry Drocks.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, well, I'm here. Can I sneak in,
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your sneak.
roll under?
No. Sorry. You'll be rolling versus.
Okay. Roll a 13.
Okay. So, yeah, you sneak in, and what's your plan? You just gonna sneak in and kind of observe them, or?
Yeah, I'm just want to see what's in here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you kind of creep in, and you see a group of 7 Drocks all sitting around what looks like it could be a fire, but it's not lit. Like it's almost like they've created like a campsite. Like they've cargo culted a campsite. They're not sure why they've made it or what they've made per se, but they've put all the pieces there
Okay.
like they saw somebody do a campfire once um, and are emulating that. And yeah, you hear these 7 dwarves. They do look basically like unfinished dwarves, and they are commiserating with one another. They're kind of, some of them are weeping, and others are like, trying to comfort them, but then also just end up weeping and sobbing. Um, and yeah, that's kind of what's going on. That's the general malaise.
What are they commiserating about?
Yeah, so you get a little bit closer to try and overhear, and and you notice that one of them is watching you. Like, so you kind of crept closer to like get an ear, and realized
Hmm.
as you were doing so that one of them had in fact spotted you and is watching you, but hasn't actually alerted anybody to your presence yet.
Okay.
But as you're listening, you can hear that they're upset because they miss their families. It sounds like they had a great love for their creators who are gone, and yeah, they feel like their lives are meaningless, that they have no purpose, and that they have a hole inside of them that is left by the absence of their parents, for lack of a better word.
Okay. Hmm.
How are you presenting right now, like to this person who sees you?
What do you mean?
Well, like you're sneaking, you're kind of sneaking up on them.
Yeah.
Are you looking like you're sneaking up, like about to knock them out, or are you looking like you're sneaking up, like hands revealed, like mean no harm?
Oh yeah, definitely like inquisitive. Um, you know, quite rightly so, nervous.
Okay,
Like, what did I just walk into?
yeah.
I mean, I'm not holding my weapon. I'm holding a lantern.
Oh, you didn't snuff the lantern to creep.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't.
Okay,
We didn't talk about that, so I think
yeah.
it's still lit.
Okay. Yeah, so you've kind of been holding a lantern under your cloak, I'll say, to keep
Hmm.
it doused while you move, creeping.
Yeah.
So that's what kept you snuck. And then the one spotted you anyway. And once you kind of move a little closer, it's like, "What are you doing here?" It just asks you directly, and the rest of them kind of shift in their seats and look over at you. Uh, yeah, and they're like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Like, I don't mean you any harm. I was just curious. I've been in the jungle for a bit. I was quite honestly looking for shelter. Uh, yeah. Uh, I uh, I overheard you talking about missing your creators. Who are they? Maybe I can help you with that.
Oh, we missed the dwarfs. What made us? They didn't finish us.
Where are the dwarves now?
They're under Gugox.
Who's Gugox?
Gugox, the son of the mountain.
The what?
The son of the mountain.
The son of the mountain.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Okay. Uh, what do you mean by under?
He sat on him.
Oh, literally under.
Yeah.
Uh, this Gugox is really big.
This is the mountain. And they point up at the skull.
Okay. Hmm. The skull's the mountain. Um,
I think
where?
if you interpret it, the skull is what's left of the mountain.
Yeah.
And given where the hand is,
Yeah, the
you can
son
get a
of would.
sense of the size of the mountain.
Yeah. Um, and the son of that creature or whatever is Gugox. Hmm.
That's what they're laying down for you.
When did this happen?
Yeah, so they're confused by the question. Mostly because Drocks don't really have a particularly good sense of time. They don't really
Okay.
like yeah, there's not like a they wouldn't be able to tell you. They're not sure how
Hmm.
long they've been alive, if that helps. Like
Okay.
in days or
Yeah,
years, like they don't know.
I feel it. Do you live here?
they kind of ponder at the question. We are here. They're not sure if they're living.
Hmm. What about, have you been to Kaka? How have the feathered folk received you?
Feathered folk, bad.
Why?
And like one of them kind of like goes like, don't talk about it. Like, don't bring it up. But like you can find out, but like these ones don't want you to talk about it around them. It obviously is a sore spot.
Okay. Hmm.
Do you want to see if you
Um,
do you want to see if you recognize if you recognize a reason that they might?
yeah, can I just like try to read between the lines with a skill check?
Yeah. Yeah, just go ahead and do a regular roll under skill.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, so you actually recognize some of the materials of these guys
Mhm.
from the nest that you slept in and the house. Like the feathered folk just go ahead and use Drocks as like building materials for shit. Yeah, they're not. They don't consider them living beings. So when they find them, they're like, "Oh,
Okay.
sweet! Look,
Just
it's
in
all the
case.
stuff we need for a couch."
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's too bad. I was like, oh, if they're looking for purpose, I could be like, I know a farm where they need help. Yeah, that's gonna be no bueno. Um, do you know of Amakala, the wizard? No. What about Chi-Chi?
Feathered folk, mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one done anything mean in particular?
He makes the feathered folk meaner.
Okay. How does he make them meaner?
And fills them with lies.
Okay. Lies about you?
Lies about everything.
Okay. Hmm. I don't think if there's like anything else in this sphere. They might be able to tell me. Um,
It looks like they're starting to get hungry.
oh no.
How much food do you have?
Uh, uh, you know, I've got some provisions.
Yeah?
Um, I think uh I could offer them a provision to thank them for the information and, you know,
Yeah, what do you
sorry to
offer them? What's
intrude.
the you got the nut bar, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay, and how many of them do you have?
Um,
You picked up like
like
10 or something?
yeah, I have like 14.
14? Cool. Yeah, and you're just gonna like put one out and be like, here, you look hungry. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
just
Um,
one.
yeah, they all like look at it bright eyed and like grab for it. And at first you can see it's like it's about to be a scramble to like who can fucking eat the thing first. And then like almost apologetically, they kind of look at each other like they've jumped the gun. And they like one of them takes it and breaks it up into 7 little pieces and hands out each piece, and they all sit there and just munch on the little piece of bar that they got, and they look up at you gratefully, and they thank you for feeding them.
You're welcome. Well, take care. I'm gonna head out now. Sorry I couldn't help you with anything.
Be
But
safe.
hopefully the snack made you a little less sad.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Come back again soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Gonna back out of there. I'm not gonna turn my back on these things.
Good call. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna say that
Um,
took about an hour.
sure, yeah. Well, uh, I think I want to head northeast.
Okay. It is 7 p.m. when you
Sounds like it's
reach.
getting late.
Yeah, when you reach the jungle here. But
Hmm.
you get no encounter in the jungle. It seems like the silence of the jungle from the west is still kind of affecting this area.
Um, I still have my, so I have my lantern lit, but am I gonna still move slowly?
Yes, without a guide, you'll move
Okay.
slowly, regardless of how well lit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's fair. Just checking. Yeah, I'll go southeast. I
Okay.
think I recognize the tuber.
Yeah. Oh shoot. I also need to turn off your 2 mile radius.
Oh, fire. Yeah,
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
Cool. And yes, a tuber. No encounters in the tubers. But through kind of the gaps in the tubers, you can see into the area beyond what looks
Hmm.
like a giant humanoid form. Seems to be sitting, and there is a kind of strong, pretty smell coming from that direction.
Like living humanoid or like a statue?
It's impossible to tell from where you are. You're like
Oh, okay.
you're basically an hour away, so you're like you can see it like you would see a hill in the distance.
Yeah, okay. Um, I'll go check it out.
Okay, so that's +2. You arrive at 9 o'clock. Um, and yeah, you kind of get the sense, like from where you are, that the top of this thing is like swiveling and watching you, but you
Okay.
can't see it.
Hmm.
Okay, fuck off, dude. It's 7:35 p.m. Sorry. You can't see like up that high. You have a lantern, right? So you're just kind of seeing like eye level to
Yeah.
you.
Hmm.
And yeah, it looks like there is a giant person sitting here. You're at their leg and butt level.
Okay.
And all around them, you see these kind of large flowers that are growing here. And the large flowers, let me double check my info here. Yeah, they're giant tulips, and
Okay.
the stalks, like the stalks of the tulips, are like
Hmm.
boink 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 boink, and they're dancing.
They're dancing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's like hundreds of them.
No music.
No music, just dancing.
Okay. I still can't tell if this thing's alive or not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty hard to tell. You do get the feeling like you're being watched, which is a pretty strong indicator that there's something alive.
Okay.
But it's unclear to you if it's the giant humanoid next to you or the flowers. You just have the
All right.
feeling of being watched.
Hmm. Um, yeah, definitely feels weird. Sus. Uh, what happens if I get closer to the flowers
Yeah, nothing. They're just dancing.
and I walk past them
Yeah, yeah.
closer
You can
to the
go out into the flower field. You can put some distance between you and the thing if you want to kind of see its silhouette.
I'll use my second sight, see if there's anything magical about this.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll under. All right, sweet. Your second sight reveals that the tulips are actually not dancing. It is dwarven spirits that are dancing them and like tugging them. And the big creature that's there is alive and is kind of enchanted and distracted by this flower dance that the dwarven
Hmm.
spirits are doing.
Wonder if those are the dwarves that got squished. Poor bastards. Um, well, I don't think there's anything I can do here. I feel like this thing wants to fight me. It's pretty big.
Does a human ever
Uh,
say, "I'm gonna fight this ant"?
yeah, that's fair. Um, yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I could learn from this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird, but I don't really want to poke the bear. Um, I don't know what happens if I touch it.
Um. Yeah. Not much. It
Doesn't
probably
move.
wouldn't. Yeah, it probably wouldn't notice like you just touching it.
Yeah.
If you were to poke it with something, maybe, or like grab one of its hairs and like yank it, maybe you could move it enough to kind of get a reaction.
Okay. I want to let that one be for now.
Cool.
I will head south. Is that a car?
Yeah. Yeah, it takes you 2 hours to come to it.
hmm
But when you get there, there is a 1974 Volvo sitting uh, just kind of like it's just sitting there on the ground. And yeah, it's not locked.
I'll cautiously open the door.
Okay. It does not smell like a pine like car freshener, meaning it smells like a car.
Okay. I mean, is there anything else I can see inside that's not just the inside of a car?
How thoroughly do you check?
Uh,
What do you check?
I'm ch looking in the back seat. Like I presumably have opened the front door or whatever. Let's say.
Okay. Yeah, you open the front door, you open the back door, you start peeking
Yeah.
around,
Yeah.
and you see something glinting down in between the seats.
Okay. I want to look closer.
Yeah,
The
so
glinting thing.
there's some silver pence down in between, like stuffed in between the
Nice.
seats.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay, so you kind of jimmy with the move the seat mechanism
Yeah.
until you can get the seat moved out of the way and kind of scrape the coins out. There's 12 silver
Okay.
pence that you
Cool.
find in between the seats.
So I have 40. Sweet. Um. Uh. Yeah. I don't know. Uh, Can I see if there's any kind of weird trap or trick going on with this thing?
Um, so what I'm hearing is you're investigating it cautiously
Yeah.
and maybe thoroughly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you find the keys. They drop
Okay.
from the visor
Yeah.
where you put them in movies because that's where keys go.
Apparently.
I'm pretty sure one guy in the '60s was like, "That's where I put my keys," and everybody was like, "Oh, that's going in my movie." And then it's been in every fucking movie since. And now it's in
Okay.
our Troika game. So, yeah.
There
So
you go.
he you find the keys. The glove compartment has a map of Ramson, Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a empty bottle of water in the back seat, and a sock under the passenger chair.
Okay.
You
That's
checked it
it.
thoroughly. That's it.
Okay.
That is basically it. There's like other grime and shit. You also don't. I don't think your character knows enough about cars to check much more than that.
That's very. Um. Yeah. Okay. Uh. Yeah. What is this strange metal ship?
I mean, it's not dissimilar to a really shitty golden barge, right?
Hmm.
Like you sail between spheres on a golden barge. Like it's a machine effectively. Um, but yeah, it's
Uh. I'll check if there's any magic about with my second sight.
okay. Go ahead and roll under.
Succeeded.
Cool. Um, yeah. So there is nothing magical per se. There is something magical in the car, but it is not like available to you. It's in the car. It seems like there's a fluid in a reservoir inside the car that is emanating magical energy.
Okay. Um.
And you find like there's a little cap or like hatch on the car that would lead directly to it.
Okay.
You have found gasoline.
Uh. So I'm gonna try to figure out what to do with these keys.
Okay. Like oh you
Um.
find a keyhole
Okay.
in the
Well,
thing.
I mean, I don't know cars, so I'm gonna,
But you know keys.
yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
jam a key in there.
You jam a key in there. Nothing happens.
Gonna start wiggling it.
You turn the key.
I think I accidentally turned it
You
over.
turn the
Yeah.
key. Nothing
Yeah.
happens.
All right. Doesn't start. That's fine. What time is it? Is it like 11 now?
It's 11 at night.
I'm gonna close all the doors. So does this count as sheltering if I sleep in the
It
car?
super fucking does.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna shutter up the car, lock the doors. If I
Nice.
figure out how to do that, I don't know if you need me to roll for
No,
that.
you can figure out how to lock doors from
Okay.
inside of a Volvo. I think that's
Yeah, I'm gonna take a rest.
all right. Cool. You want to sleep your 8 hours of the night here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you go to bed at 11,
So it'll be 7.
and you wake up at 7 a.m. And you hadn't lost anything, so you're good.
No, I was mostly just trying to avoid the time it takes and the potential for encounters
Yep.
wearing me down.
For sure.
Okay. All right, so it's 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna step outside the car.
You
Need to pee.
stretch. You bunny stretch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh, now that it's daylight, can I see that humanoid thing and the fucking wiggly daffodils or whatever they were, tulips?
Yeah, the dancing tulips. Yeah, the dancing tulips and the cyclops are sitting right here. And yeah, you can see it's a cyclops now. It's got one giant eye, and the eye is just kind of peering back and forth and like watch. You can see it's watching the tulips dance.
Okay. All right. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that thing be. Okay. Uh, I want to go. Yeah, I want to head back. Um, Southwest, I guess.
There.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is 8 o'clock, and no encounters. You are walking through the jungle.
Yeah. Southwest again.
Oops. All right. And jungle. Where are all four? Okay. And yeah, you come upon 7 goblins.
Goblins.
Yeah, and as soon as they see you, they kind of freak out a little bit. They're like, "Ah, she spotted us! She's found us! We gotta kill her!" That's what they say to one another.
Okay.
You might have opinions in your head about what a goblin is. So let me just go ahead and read to you what it says here about goblins, so that you have a Troika
Yeah.
version of a goblin in your head.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit me with that.
Goblins are the vanguard of civilization. The moment a sphere bobs to the surface, the goblins will creep out of the nooks and crannies and start expanding their labyrinth. Left to their own devices, they will eventually tame and cover every surface in the walls and hedges and tunnels and steel and whatever else is in goblin vogue. Though more usually they are distracted with an accidentally awakened evil, or recalled by the Goblin King, or cut off from the center of the labyrinth and turned feral to live in man cities. A most terrible fate. Better to bury their labyrinths and leave.
Okay. Uh, and they were like, they're gonna attack me?
They're going to attack you.
Okay.
Left to their own doodle vices here.
Yeah. I'm gonna flee?
Do you want to run?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you running? Back the
Um,
way you came, or
no. So, Southwest.
here?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and run. Roll skill, because you don't have the running skill, right?
I don't know. Under
You're rolling versus.
versus.
Yeah,
Okay.
the goblins are running after you.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
asked.
you
Okay, I got
managed
15.
to handily outrun them.
Cool. Um, anything happening here?
Oh, let me see. Nope.
Okay. I want to go northwest.
Okay, puts you here,
Um,
and that is
okay.
at 10 o'clock, and no encounters here. Just regular old jungle.
Yeah, northwest again.
Okay, that is 11 o'clock. Wait a minute. That was wrong. 22, 23. Okay. And you have found 4 piles. So as you walk into the area, you see these large towers erected from like stucco and construction material. Actually, honestly, they're made of Drocks. They're not entirely made of Drocks, but they're made of like parts from Drocks. They're these
Okay.
really really tall towers, and at the tops of these towers, you can see in like a little hutch that's set in the top of them, a little beak sticking out of each one, with an arrow kind of sticking out, like a feathered person is up there with a bow. And yeah, so these are kind of like the watchtowers of the feathered folk. This is how they like peer the land and kind of defend their little position in the world.
Okay. Um, Everything's as it seems. They're just watchtowers.
Yeah,
Okay. Uh,
I think they've spotted you.
okay. Does it, do they seem combative?
Oh yeah, they shoot first and ask questions later. They're feathered folk guards. They don't really
Okay.
do the thing. Um,
Yeah.
Headstrong, cute.
I think I want to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, well they've got bows and arrows, so they're going to make ranged attacks on you for a minute,
Okay.
which I think is just 4. Let me double check this. Yeah, feathered folk get 2 initiative. Okay. Start round. It's turn. The enemy. The feathered folk will shoot at you. Do you have any defensive skills? You don't, right?
No.
Okay. So just roll a regular skill check then. They rolled a 15, and you rolling or unskilled versus.
For what?
This is going to be dodge. So you're going to try and dodge the arrows that are coming at you.
I don't get to. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I read the rules on ranged attacks. You can't
No, it makes sense.
you
Yeah.
can't like be there suddenly attacking them. So
Yeah. Okay. So versus unskilled.
hmm okay,
Okay.
so you rolled a 13, meaning they hit you and they damage as bow. So let me see. Oh my god, I forgot to open. The book. Troika. Bow. Ball. 1. Yeah, barely taps you. Does 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And the next one is going to fire upon you. Oops. It rolled a 10 to hit. So roll your dodge skill again. You got a 10, which means it's a wash.
Okay.
And next turn. Okay, it's the end of the round. So they're gonna get another round to basically until it's your turn. They're gonna keep firing on you, and then once it's your turn, you can roll to run, and you'll probably be able to outrun them.
Okay.
Oh, end of round. Okay, cool. This combat system is so weird sometimes. Okay, any enemy? A 11. So roll your dodge.
Eh,
14, you handily dodge. You've marked that you've successfully dodged, right?
Uh, like, should I add that as a new?
Add that as a new skill and mark it as succeeded so that you can pick it up if you want.
Okay, thanks.
And next turn. Fuck it. Alright. Enemy. 13. Roll your dodge.
Okay.
13 again. You manage to jump just barely out of the way. Okay. That is enough rounds. I'm fucking ending it. It's ridiculous. It literally has. We've gone through, like, it keeps hitting the end of the round card, the end of the round token. So before it gets
Okay.
to you. So I'm just going to let you go ahead and roll your run.
So that's just going to be unskilled then.
Yeah. But add run.
Oh, yeah, I did succeed in running from those goblins, so
Right.
I should add that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me do that. Roll under
No, it's going to be roll versus.
versus. Okay.
Oh, nice. Um, yeah, you rolled a 17. That's really, really good. You're fine. You have, yeah, you've successfully outrun them. And headed off in what direction? Where are you going?
Uh, South?
Just pure south?
Yeah.
It is noon. This is the beginning of your 5th day here.
Anything going on here?
Oh, shit. Let me see. It does appear that we do have some. You have walked into. Okay, cool. Jeez, are you seeing this?
What are the ones?
4 ones in a row I just rolled.
Yeah.
So the first one is a random encounter.
Mhm.
The second one is it's tigers. The third
It's one
one
tiger.
is it's one tiger, and the
Okay.
fourth one is it's one playful tiger.
Oh,
So
yay.
yeah, you have found a tiger who is playing with like a dangly plant bit. And it's just, yeah, it's doing the thing that cats do.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna, you know, let it play,
And
marvel
just
at it,
walk on
enjoy it.
by. Or you
Yeah.
gonna you're just gonna hang out with it and enjoy it?
Yeah. I
All right,
mean,
cool. Yeah, it purrs. It does not mind the attention, like having somebody look upon its hunting prowess. Makes it all the better. And it tells you so. It's like quite the hunter, aren't I? Yeah, it's kind of little haughty.
like, yes, you are.
Oh, that's right. Use that patronizing voice. I love it.
What's your name, Great Hunter?
Meow.
Okay. All right.
What's your name, little bunny?
Headstrong. Headstrong cute.
Yeah.
Don't forget it.
You wanna chase? You wanna play chase?
Yeah, do you want me to I'm gonna grab the piece of grass and like run around with it?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to run around and it'll try and pounce you and play with you?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Not pounce me, but
No,
the
he's
grass. So just,
he's going to pounce you. He's just not going to pounce you to eat you. He's going
okay.
to pounce you to play with you. Um,
Sure.
but yeah, let's go ahead and roll some. So yeah, let's call this a new skill for you. Play with tiger.
Okay. Little tiger.
Yeah,
All right.
and the tiger has okay some skills. So yeah,
Yeah.
the tiger rolled a 14 for its play.
And so I'll do verses.
Hmm. You rolled
Oh.
an 11. Oh no!
Mhm.
You are pinned under the tiger's powerful pounce.
Shoot.
Whatever will you do? Let's go ahead and roll for play with tiger some more.
Okay, verses.
Yeah. Oh no! Yeah, he's beating you here. He got a 14. You got a 12. So yeah, he started licking you, and you're getting the real rough bits to the face. it it doesn't feel great. It's a cat's tongue.
Yeah.
And yeah, one more.
Oh, got a 9.
Oh man, yeah, he managed to roll better than that. And he just kind of like lets you go, and he's like, "I think you should leave."
I failed at playing with
Yeah, I don't think you know
fire.
how to play with a tiger. You're no fun.
Mm.
He goes back to batting around at the vegetable.
All right. Yeah. Or can I try one more time?
You wanna pick a play with him now?
I want to succeed at this skill.
Do it. Let's do it.
I try to re-engage. Ah,
So he has an 8 skill, which means me rolling a 9, he got a 17, and you rolled a 15.
oh boy.
I
I
think
guess.
I think he does the thing that cats do, which is you're gonna get bit. You tried playing with the cat after it was done
Yeah.
playing, and
Yeah.
now we're in a combat. So I'm gonna clear the thing here. You're already in there as a player. Let me see how many tiger moves. There's only 2 tiger moves, so he only gets 2 tokens. Start the round. It is his turn. He's gonna roll. He rolled an 8, so it's 16. How do you defend yourself?
Oh. Uh. I guess with my bow, I don't really want to fight the tiger. Goddamn.
I don't think you can use your bow to defend yourself. I think you have to use your sword. Your bow is a ranged
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah. Okay. Like because it's close quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So first is my sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, you're not doing great on the rolls right now. And it damages as a large beast. So oof. 5 does 12 points of damage to you.
You fucking kidding me?
Oh,
Awesome. I'm almost dead.
and yeah, he growls at you. I told you to leave.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, no, he said I think you should leave.
Okay. Fine. I thought it was like jokingly, like, I think you should go.
You know how cats are. They're joking 1 second and then they're trying to rip your limbs off the next.
Cool. When do I get to run? This is bullshit.
Yeah, you can. Oh, yeah. Let's next turn here. So he gets to swing at you one more time here. He rolled a 14. Man,
It's gonna kill me.
no, he's not.
Come on, man. We were playing.
Yeah, he's just gonna shoo you off. He's just gonna shoo you off. He basically chases you away.
Okay.
And where are you going?
So,
Okay. All right.
can I eat a provision?
Yes. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Is it 1d6?
Yep. And you
Okay.
can eat up to 3 of them a day.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I got a 4. Uh, I'll eat one more.
Okay.
Oops. Two. Okay. What can I see to the south there?
Looks like a beach.
A beach?
I mean, it's sandy.
Okay. Um, is there anything happening in this hex right now?
Oh, no, that's a good question. Oops, wrong die. No. Just jungle.
Okay, I'll head south.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk into this sandy beach, and yeah, you realize pretty quickly that this is so. There's a number of tigers here. This is their litter box,
Okay.
so they're kind of like hanging out around the edges, and then when they need to go poop, they come and do their business and then bury it, and then back off to the sides where you see some feathered folk are being munched on
Oh
uh,
dear.
by the tigers who are eating. To the south, you see water.
I mean, can I swim? Like, what is the water?
I mean, it's water. I'm saying in the southern in the hex south of you, there's water.
Okay. Uh, I guess I'll. I mean, I can't go in the water, can I?
Yeah, you can head into the water. Like I think yeah, let's see what this says about swimming. It implies that there is such a thing as a swimming test. Swim.
Yeah. Okay. I should probably just go southwest. The water.
Okay.
Oh, it's all water.
There's a large lake to the south here.
Mm. Can you see across to the other side?
Yeah, there's jungle on the other side.
Okay. Well,
And
fuck.
let me roll this here. Yeah, nothing going on in this tuber tuber spot here. And by the way,
Okay.
swimming is a skill, so you would roll unskilled, and potentially pick up the swimming skill if you were to use it. If you were to try swimming.
Okay. Um. Uh. Crap. I was just trying to like circle back around back south, but being able to see what there was this far south. I don't particularly want to drown. What happens
Yeah,
if you fail at swimming?
you start to drown.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go northwest then.
Okay, so it is 4 p.m. and no encounter in this mushroom forest.
Okay. Um, what's that shell looking thing? I can see from here?
Yeah, it looks like a huge shell structure.
Okay.
You wanna go check it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 p.m. You approach a giant shell sticking up out of the ground, and it is 5 p.m. So as you walk up to it, you find that it actually says "Thank you, come again tomorrow."
Okay,
And
like
there
it's
are
close.
hours posted. Yeah, there's hours posted, and it closes at 4.
Okay. Can I see anything? There's just the door, that's it.
I mean, it's a door into a shell. There is like some large boxes outside with thin slits.
Okay. Can I look into the boxes?
They're pretty impenetrable. They're like large steel boxes, and they just have like a really really thin slit that like maybe a piece of paper could slip through.
Okay. So I can't really tell what's going on here, what they sell or anything.
Yeah, it's unclear. Uh, yeah, you're not really sure.
We're locked.
You walk up to it. It is locked.
Okay. Um, can I try to open it?
Do you want to try using you want to try using your Volvo keys?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you just start using the keys on the keychain. Um,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, cool. Go ahead and test. Go ahead and test your luck.
That's my luck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I failed.
Nope. None of the keys on the keychain work.
Okay. Can I try picking the lock?
Yeah, I don't think you have lock picking, so it'll be unskilled.
I don't know.
Let me see if there is. Okay, so there's a lock roll. Uh, okay, that's a spell. I thought there would be a lock. Oh yeah, okay, locks skill. Okay. So allows characters to examine and open locks, but does not detect traps. Versus roll versus an imaginary locksmith. His skill is somewhere between 6 and 12. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and it'll be a versus roll. I think you're unskilled, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a 12 beats it. You are able to unlock the door and slip into the lobby. You're inside of a kind of large room. Um, on one side, there's a counter and a bunch of like boxes and envelopes are all stacked up in kind of displays. And then on the
Okay.
opposite side, there's huge long rows of little cells into the wall. So little tiny hatches are set in the wall, just row after row of them.
Okay. Can I put them cells closer? What's in there?
Yeah, so the
It's
cells
the fucking
actually
post office? Huh.
yes, this is the snail mail fortress.
Okay.
Yeah,
What were their hours again?
they open at 8 a.m. and close at 4. Government
Okay.
hours, post office hours. You know,
Yeah. And there's nobody here.
there's nobody here right now.
Okay. All right. Uh, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's go south.
All right. It is 6 o'clock, and you head off into the jungle. Nothing eventful occurs. The waves of the lake lap against the jungle to your east. And to the southwest, you can see a huge lumbering shape. Another humanoid sits and sobs, not silently.
Okay. Uh, I'll go that way. Uh, southwest.
Yeah, you have found another Cyclops. This one is holding something in his hands and crying.
Okay. Does it notice me?
Um, it's if it does, it hasn't indicated that it does.
Okay. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I want to approach it and be like, why are you crying?
You yell up at it like, "Why are you crying?"
Yeah.
and it kind of sweeps its hand down and like drops something out of its hand, and it lands in front of you is the crushed remains of a dwarf. Um, and like he goes to tell you, I squished some dwarves, and like as he's getting through dwarves, he starts just bawling. Um, yeah,
Oh no, that's so sad.
yeah,
What was your name?
Gugox.
Gugox, of course. Yeah. Is there anything that would make you feel better?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Is there anything that would make Gugox feel better?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
That's, but like somebody who's upset about, somebody who's feeling guilty about something is not likely to know what would make them feel better. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave it to you to imagine what might make Gugox feel better, and then maybe offer it and see how it goes.
Well, what did that pocket god do?
What's that? What does the pocket god do?
Pocket god, what does it do?
So you can whisper a secret into its ear and throw it away, and it will restore a point of luck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It restores luck. Um, I don't know. I got offered some snacks.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, okay. Are you lonely? Do you wish you had friends? Hmm. Well, I know some friends around, although they might be scared of you. You know what are they, Drocks?
You say that? You what? Like what?
Yeah,
Do you know the Drocks?
yeah, no.
What's a Drock?
The little construct people. They were made by the dwarves.
The dwarf babies?
Dwarf babies, yeah.
The dwarfs had babies? And I squished
I
them?
mean, the little maiden.
He starts crying
Shit.
again.
I don't know if I can get these guys together. Mm,
So he eventually does calm down a bit.
okay.
Um, so he's listening. He's interested. He wants to know more about the Drocks.
Well, they really miss their dwarves, and maybe you could tell them that you're sorry, and that would make you feel better. And then you guys, maybe you could hang out.
As soon as he realizes that there is a being who can forgive him, he immediately he gets to his feet, which is not a fun experience for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm just like,
because the ground just begins heaving and shaking. You're kind of thrown on your rabbit ass. Um, and yeah, he looks at you and he says, "Yes, yes, take Gugox to the Drocks."
will you come with me and protect me from the tigers, and I'll show you where the Drocks are?
Mm-hmm. He
Okay,
says, and I think that's where we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Let's
sounds
use the
good.
bathroom and get some water and
Yeah.
stuff. And yeah, be back in a bit.